on paper, Garundi was not a very likable character. So he wanted to hire someone who was likable.
The most booked actor in Hindi cinema right now, Mona Singh.
Yes, you got it bang on. This is the busiest I've been.
I hope I still get my final check for saying this, but my responsibility is not even to the platform.
Do you have a comprehension of how large your internet fan base is?
Me?
Hi Sudip, hi Mona, hi Barun. It's nice to see the three of you together.
Hello.
Good to see you.
Congratulations on this thing that's coming out in February 11. I've had the good fortune of watching the first 2 episodes. It's fantastic. Congrats.
Thank
As a
you.
group.
Thank you. It only gets better.
One actor who's... Sorry?
It only gets better from there.
It gets better from there. I can't wait. I am such a big fan of the previous season as well. Me and my husband both. And randomly, मेरे अंदर क्या दिल्ली निकल के आता है. मेरे को कोई पंजाबी नहीं आती. मैंने कोई पंजाबी बोली नहीं है life में. But after watching season, I was talking in Punjabi for like 5 days, like terrible Punjabi. So I'm assuming that that's going to happen again come February 11th. Now, to start off with the most booked actor in Hindi cinema right now, Mona Singh, who has played Amir Khan's mother, daughter, sister-in-law. All of those roles have happened. I feel like I see you in something new every fortnight. And I'm glad. I'm very happy for it. I'm very happy that you're booking these gigs left, right, and center. Is this the busiest you've been, Mona, in your career ever?
Yes. Yes, you got it bang on. This is the busiest I've been, and busiest doing the most amazing stuff that I wanted to do. You know, to be able to play different characters, to be able to get these different kind of roles. It's just a dream for any actor, and I'm living that dream. I'm loving this phase.
I have to say, I'm also loving your method dressing that's going on for Kohrra promotions right now. These suit salwars that your stylists are giving you are on point. I've been watching all your interviews.
Oh,
so
thank
well done on that.
you. Thank you.
But actually, she planned it. She wanted to, the first time, you remember?
Yeah,
You said
yeah.
she wanted to bring out the colors of Punjab.
Yeah.
Method
Which
dressing
obviously is not in our
promotional
show.
Strategy hoti hai.
Not showing the spectacle of Punjab in our show, but I thought, let me celebrate Punjabiyat.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
You've said this recently in various interviews as well, Mona, that it's refreshing to see female characters that are coming back to our TV screens that are not stereotypes or just plot points in stories anymore. And you know, you're at this fortunate stage in your career, in your life, where you're getting these parts to play and you're leading these stories as well. But during this process, there must have been some roles that you had to say no to, Mona, things that you did not want to do. Was that hard? And can you recall any such parts that came to you?
There have been quite a few projects that I've declined, you know. It's not the screen time that I look at, you know. It is the presence. It is what I'm bringing to the table. What is the character offering, you know, and is the character able to move the story ahead? That's what I look for, you know. And of course, if the script resonates with me, if the script gives me those, you know, goosebumps and sleepless nights, you know, that makes me say yes. Because I'm not here to repeat myself. I definitely want to, you know, keep trying something new. And I feel very, very fortunate that because of saying no to the other projects, I've been, now getting the offers that I always dreamt of.
It's really lovely to see you. Great, another Mona Singh project. Amazing. Bring it to me.
Thank
Barun,
you.
Do you have a comprehension of how large your internet fan base is? Do you know how huge that is? Barun?
Me?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, I have an idea.
You have a massive internet fan base, which I assume has stuck with you since your television days. The character you play, Garundi, I am so conflicted about this man. I don't like him, but I like him. And like because I have sympathy for him, but I also want to like be mad at him. Is there going to be a redemption arc for Garundi in season 2? Because the first 2 episodes is very irresistible. The mooch, the Punjabi, it's all very appealing.
Yeah, with respect to, with the storytelling, we always think of, redemption for an arc to end and stuff like that. But the thing is that's actually this is actually going to be better answered by Sudip sir, because on paper, Garundi was not a very likable character. So he wanted to hire someone who was likable. So that certain likability could be brought on. But I can tell you one thing,
Yeah.
that not only redemption, but there's many arcs in this one. This is a far more audacious season with respect to the writing of the characters. You will change your perception about Gurumni. Yeah.
But to that
How much
point, Sucharita, I must add that he brought a lot of likability. So the part that now you like in Garundi, it's mostly all Barun. You know, he really
Yeah.
brought in that charm and sort of brought in that likability. Even though some of the things that he does on screen, you know, would make anyone furious. But it's really all
It did.
Yeah.
It made me very furious in season 1 at least. But he is so irresistible as an actor. Barun is. I recently rewatched Tu Hai Mera Sunday, and I'm just like, this is poetry to see you perform that part that you have in that
Yeah,
film.
it's
It's
a lovely
just
film,
so
yeah.
beautiful. But how much of Garundi was on paper, and how much of him did you add to the character?
See, the point is that I think Warren Buffett once said that you hire the right people for the right job, and half your job is done. So I think it's kudos to him that he had the audacity to hire an actor like me for such a big part, for such a big show. And at the same time, we discussed a lot of it. Also, at the same time, Sudip sir shared the fear with me that, you know, there might be a possibility. I also feared that there might be a possibility that people don't like this character. So there's a certain amount of vulnerability, likability that you have to bring to the character. So a lot of thought went into it.
जनानियां टेढ़ियां ही होंदी हैं मैडम
बंदे भी कुछ घट नहीं होंगे
Sudeep, you've managed to put together a brand new cast one more time. I mean, you had a very unexpected set of performers in the first season, even like Varun Badola showing up and all these amazing things. Now we've got these two actors sitting next to you, but there's also Ranvijay Singh. Pradyuman Singh is here, who I think is a phenomenal actor. Anurag Arora is seen in the first two episodes, and I'm assuming he's going to come back again. Who else can we expect to see this season?
Oh, there are a lot of very, very good, fantastic actors we have in this particular season. There are some actors from Punjab that I would love to mention here. Pradeep Chima, who is playing Jung, Garundi's brother.
Oh my.
Muskan Arora, who is playing Silky, who is Garundi's wife. They're both phenomenal in their parts as well. There is a very, very young, bright actor. You know, we call him the Timothy Chalamet of India. Prerak Mehta, he's in the show. He's playing this character of a migrant called Arun Kumar. He is phenomenal
He's
as
phenomenal,
well.
yeah.
And a lot of other like actors from Punjab. It's a great cast. And I think it's a great cast. We got really, really lucky with it. Normally it happens that when you're editing a show, there are always 2 or 3 actors and you're like, oh man, I screwed up with this one. I wish I had cast someone else. But on this edit, there was not even for a walk-in part, even for a one scene walk-in part, there was not a single actor, who performed in a way which was not right for the part or who did not shine. I think we got really, really lucky with. And all kudos to, to 2 people, our casting director, Nikita Grover, and Nitin Goel, who did the acting workshops for both these lovely people and for a lot of the other actors as well.
Sudeep, you'd also said a while back, and I was just reading some really old interviews of yours, and you'd said around when you were starting Urta Punjab back in the day, and you'd gone to Punjab for the first time with Abhishek Chaubey, and you'd started doing your research on the state of Punjab. You were surprised to see so many things about the state, and one of the things that took you by surprise, you'd said in that interview, were how many Nasha Mukti Kendras there just were in the streets around everywhere you went. And now that you've seen the state even closer, you've spent so much more time developing these characters, these stories, do you still find new things about Punjab and about the people that you meet there that you want to be like, ye dikhaunga agle kahani mein?
Yes, absolutely. It's a very, very, it's a culturally alive place, Punjab, There are things happening all the time there. It's not a place stuck in time. It's a place which interacts a lot with the outside world. There's a lot of migration that's happening from both sides. There are people coming in to work in the fields. There is also a lot of migration happening out of Punjab. So it's just a very sort of a melting pot sort of a culture that's there, and there would be certain newer aspects that we would be dealing with in this particular season. But I would say the honest attempt of this season, rather than to sort of shine a light on the society at large, was really to shine a light within us and on the characters and their interpersonal relationships and their drama. So in that sense, I would say it's the most personal thing that I have done till date. Even though it is kind of bookended by this crime and that's the narrative thread that's kind of holding it all together. The crime and the investigation that follows from there. But the show, personally for me, is as much about the characters and their relationships with themselves and with their world as it is about the investigation of the crime.
Barun, recently, there was an interview that went viral with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, and they were on this podcast, and Matt Damon was talking about how that so many people are now making projects for streaming platforms, keeping in mind that people are sort of half watching. People are on their phones and watching on TV. So much of the stuff that we've seen from you over the last couple of years has been on streaming. Is that a thought that crosses your mind at all? That are people even paying attention to this stuff that we're doing? Or, you're just trusting in people like Sudip and just jaan do?
For one, that, of course. And second thing is, I've been a firm believer of the fact that good things are difficult to hide. So if what you have done is good, people are going to watch it. You can't worry about them or your 2 screening, 3 screening or whatever it is. Like that happens with me. If it's not engaging enough, whatever content I'm watching, I do engage on my laptop or my phone or whatever. But if it is engaging enough, there is no way I'm going to, let it go. Because also the thing is, the volume of the product is so high these days. So the quality has gone down. So good quality things are very, very rare. So you don't really want to miss out on that. And I think that might be the case with the entire audience watching on OTT.
What are you watching on OTT?
I watch a lot of documentaries and there's not a lot of good stuff. I watched Kohrra twice. Oh.
He's a thinking man's actor, you guys. Thinking man's actor. Yeah. Documentary watcher.
Yeah.
Good for you. Mona, in all the stuff that we've seen you, there's been, you see the weird comedy like the Happy Patels of the world, but you also see things like this, which is so deep and dark. And you've said this in interviews that you had to go to a different place to bring Kohrra's character alive. It was more quiet, it was more introspective, and you had to do a lot more work on things like that. So, but when you want to go home and snap out of this character that's taken you to this dark, deep place, what do you watch? Do you read? Do you play football? Like, how do you unwind? You can play football.
I unwind with my family. I unwind when I'm practicing yoga, when I'm meditating, when I go for my walks, when I'm reading books. I have not been watching a lot of web shows. I have not been watching. I've been away from the screen. But otherwise, this is how I unwind. I play with my pets. Yeah. I think that's the only way to switch off, because otherwise it just gets too heavy, especially, when you play a character like Dhanwant, which is so complex, so layered. I was getting sleepless nights, honestly. But I think to switch off is this. My time is meditation, yoga, family, cooking. I enjoy that too. So yeah, that keeps me going.
When you're on set, Mona, you don't have your family near you. You don't get to go home and you don't get to cook and things like that when you're in Punjab for, I assume, weeks on end before you get a break. How do you unwind at the end of the day when you're doing something like this?
See, we were away from home, but it was a home away from home. The team, the star cast, Sir, his team, they're brilliant. I never once felt that, oh my God, I need to meet my people and I need to go home and, I'm missing home. I wasn't. I really wasn't. I was focused. But when we were, packing up, we all had this room in our hotel, which was called the room to just chill. Just go there, chill,
Yeah.
listen to your music, you know, do whatever you want to, engage into stupid banters, have a good time, and say good night and see each other the next morning. So I think that really helped. You know, it's the team that kept me going.
Sudeep, you're also making a return to feature film writing this year with Anurag Kashyap's Bandar. Is that scheduled to come out this year? Is that happening?
I'm not aware. Honestly, I've been. It's ready from what I was told, but I've just been busy with Kohrra, and there's a new show that I'm starting tomorrow. So yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, I've just been kind of distracted with these ones over here.
So when you are putting together a cast like this, who you're so responsible for, not just for their mental well-being, but you're sort of taking their careers in your hand as well. Considering how far the work that you do travels, right? People are waiting for the next Sudip Sharma drop. People are waiting to see what you're going to do next. How do you deal with that sense of responsibility, especially when you're connected to such a big platform as well? Netflix is humongous and it's taking your stuff to all over the world. You're so responsible. Barun's like, yeah, accountability. Tell me more.
No, that's not what I meant. I'm just happy for him.
No, I mean, yeah, honestly, I mean, you'll get bogged down if you start thinking about these things. And I think that's just taking yourselves too seriously. Oh, that, you know, that you're doing some important work and that, you know, the careers of the others are also your responsibility. You know, I don't, for a moment, I think when anyone signs a project, it's all adults making very conscious choices. You know, so I don't take that responsibility. The responsibility is always to the medium. You know, that is the only responsibility that that I carry. That there is, I would say, at a pinch, I would say, and I hope I still get my final check for saying this, but my responsibility is not even to the platform. You know, my responsibility is really to the medium of storytelling. That, okay, I thought of making this show this particular way, and I'm going to guard it, protect it, nurture it till the time it comes out in the, you know, in the form that I intended to, or as much as I could, you know, in the service of it. And that's really the responsibility. Sometimes it gets tough because you know, there are a lot of moving pieces, and there are I wouldn't say differing agendas, but differing point of views on the same thing, and they are all right. You know, that's the thing about the medium of storytelling, that there's no one right answer. And it's not that I have that right answer or someone else has that right answer. You're all kind of seeking the right answers as per your capabilities and your vision. And sometimes you get it right, sometimes you don't. And at that point of time, you dust yourself up and say, okay, you know, let's get going again for the next one.
Listen, at this point, you make a film, you make a show with your heart, you say what you want to say. And if it sees the light of day in the time that it's supposed to see the light of day, that's great. That is a huge win. You know. And I'm glad that you all are all booked and busy and doing things one after another. Fabulous. Thank you so much for your time today, Barun, Mona, and Sudeep. And I wish you all the luck. I absolutely love the first 2 episodes. And I'm sending love.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
More
Thank
of this,
you.
please.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.